You already know who it is. It's your boy Hill. Hill gon' heal regardless, baby. Let's get it. 1/3 of the three-man weave. And the only Cowboys fan on the weave. But I've been contemplating this entire time on Dak's contract. I'm like, should I talk about it? Should I not talk about it? And I couldn't hold these thoughts in for so much longer since his franchise deadline is almost up when they got to have an extension or not. So what perfect time is to go ahead and get your thoughts out. I mean, everybody been hitting me up worrying about this contract anyway. So I figured I might as well, since case say my thoughts. Let me get two things out of the way. If you don't like that, like there's nothing he can do to make you think that he's good, there's no need for you to watch this video. You can go ahead and leave. Two, if you don't understand quarterback contract markets, how they work, it's another reason why you shouldn't watch this video. Y'all too, y'all can go. Now that we got them out the way, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this thing. I don't have to stay on this long. Patrick Mahomes just signed a big old contract that we've never seen before in NFL or sports history. Yeah, Dak's never gonna see that. There's nothing to say that he's not in the same class caliber. None of that. Nothing to need to dwell on that for. Go ahead and get that out the way. So let's deal with it. Cowboys are one of the most talked about franchises in franchise history. And on top of that, what they do with that, they're the most public negotiators of all the franchises. We know that. They love to keep their name in the headline. This is the reason why everybody want to know about Dak's contract. When is he going to sign? Well, he's been offered multiple contracts. Let's not act like they're not trying to offer him a contract. And before Mahomes signed his contract, they offered him one of the contracts that would have him as one of the highest paid quarterbacks. So let's not act like they're not trying to pay him. The issue at hand was they moving like a turtle, taking so long. Other quarterbacks have signed deals, and it just rolls the quarterback market up. That's how the quarterback market, it works. Any other time that y'all don't have an issue with quarterbacks getting paid, mediocre quarterbacks or quarterbacks that never accomplish anything, they get paid regularly and nobody bats an eye. It's just cool. Quarterback get paid. Y'all understand this quarterback, the most important player on the team. But now all of a sudden when it's time for Dak to get paid, it's an issue. Like, he's trash. We shouldn't pay him. Or he should only be paid this. He shouldn't be paid that. He shouldn't be paid this. I'm confused on where was this energy for everybody else. But when it's Dak, now all of a sudden everybody want to count pockets. I'm confused. So like I mentioned earlier, Cowboys are public negotiators at best. So they always talk about their contract negotiations throughout the media. And they use the media as leverage, or they at least try to use the media as leverage. It never works, but I don't understand why they do it, but they continuously, this is how they work. First offer they tried to offer Dak the average $28 million a year. You might thinking, okay, that would work. That's a good contract. And on the surface, it is. You start your negotiations low. On all negotiations, you start low. The reason why he didn't sign that initial contract because he already knew that the franchise tag was going to be close to the average of $31 million. So why would I sign anything less than that, knowing that no choice that you're going to have to franchise me that? That's for one. So the fact that he declined that one, they leaked out that the contract offer was low. The fact that they leaked out, the Cowboys like, okay, hold, that's what we're not going to do. Dak's agent comes back, you know what? I want $40 million a year. What do you do in negotiations? Somebody starts out low, you start out high. And you normally meet in the middle. And that's what happens. The fact that he said $40 million was all the Cowboys needed to go to the media and say, hey, he ain't worth $40 million. Come on now, $40 million. Come on now. This is Dak Prescott that we're talking about $40 million. This is not how it's going to work. And the fact that they did that, that's when you turn everybody around you. We can rewind in history, Cowboys history. We did the same exact thing with Tony Romo. Tony Romo got paid. Everybody wanted to understand, like, oh, why did he get paid? What has he done? It's Tony Romo. Tony Romo's not that good. This is what we do when we're dealing with Cowboy fans and we're dealing with other haters. Because that's what it is. It's either you're a Cowboy fan or you don't like the Cowboy fan. Or you don't like the Cowboys. There's no in between in that situation there. So that's neither here nor there. Fast forward, they franchise him. Okay. Once he got franchises, once again, the deal moves up. Matter of fact, let's rewind from the franchise tag. Carson Wentz gets paid. Hey, Carson Wentz got paid coming off another injury-riddled season. Hey, it is what it is, but he got paid. So that lets you know right now, if I'm Dak's representation, that's the floor right there. His contract is the floor for Dak Prescott. You can go ahead and compare, contrast, whatever you want to do. Who's better, who's not. All the numbers just already say that Dak Prescott is better. Either way, that's my bottom right in there. Wentz contract. A little bit after that, Jared Goff gets paid. Me personally, Jared Goff took his team to a Super Bowl. I would have came to the negotiation like, look, you don't warrant getting paid more than Jared Goff because he took his team to a Super Bowl. You take it to a Super Bowl, we can talk. That's me. That's how I would negotiate. But we're dealing with the quarterback market. That's another reason why he waited. He waited because he knew he had leverage. The price is only going to go up. The price never goes down unless a catastrophic injury. But the price never goes down. So yeah, once we get back to the franchise tag. So he signs the franchise tag, it's $31 million. Okay, with him signing the franchise tag, lets you further know that the next franchise tag next year is going to go up to 120% market up. So with that is being said, that's going to be $37 million. So you go ahead and do. So that's where you come with the number with the average of $35 million a year, because you already know you franchise them next year is going to be $37 million. So you got $31 million for the first franchise tag, $37 million for the second franchise tag. So that's going to average them together. It's going to be close to $35 million a year. Get your calculator out. If you don't trust me, just get your calculator out, baby. We can do the math. We can do it together. So, let's rewind. Cowboys are known to do 5-year contracts. All their contracts are normally long-term contracts. They want to have you, for the duration. All the superstars that they like to re-sign all sign 5-year contracts, 5 or 6 year contracts. Dak is adamant on he wants a shorter deal. He wants a 4-year contract. He wants to double dip on his money. Y'all got to remember, he was a 4th-round draft pick. He doesn't have the luxury of playing under the 5th-year option or the 1st-round draft pick money. His money has really been coming off endorsement deals. So he's trying to get his money, his business side. This is all business that we're talking about. So he's adamant on, I want a shorter deal. Let me get a 4-year deal, or he even wanted a 3-year deal so he can read back up on his money. Are we really mad at a person taking care of himself? No. Any other time, y'all not mad at him, but okay, but it's Dak Prescott now. We worried about, ooh. But the difference is, you want to like, oh, it's only a year. It's only a year. Why is it taking so long? Only a year. It's only taking this long because Jerry Jones has been adamant on his philosophy. Deadline, make deals. Deadline is next week. So he's not in no rush. He knew he was never in no rush. On another thing, the pandemic. What are you doing? Zoom meetings? Like they didn't have no OTAs, no mini camp. Training camp hasn't started yet. It really was no rush into getting this deal done because you know what? Deadline make deals. Okay, so the structure of a 4-year and a 5-year contract is only this. So when you're dealing with negotiation, Dak's agent said, you know what? If y'all are so adamant on me signing a 5-year deal, I'm going to come back with this. I want my compensation to be equal to this. And that's all we're dealing with here. The Cowboys not trying to lowball him. Only thing is they dealing with the market, which they shouldn't have dealt with the market. They should have been ahead on it. They should have been proactive. And that's what always bites them in the butt anyway. If they were proactive, they could have got Dak done for the $31 million a year or $30 million a year. And it would have looked way different. People would have felt way different, especially after all the deals that came after that. But hey, now we're waiting. We're playing the waiting game. Another notion I wanna kill in the bud. They want to say, oh, if we pay Dak so much money, they won't be able to field a good team around him. He needs weapons. He needs all this. He needs everybody. He needs all these pieces around him, and they're not going to have enough cap room to do that. We've never had cap room dealing with Dak Prescott. We don't have the luxury of our quarterback being on the rookie deal and everybody loading up like the Rams did with Jared Goff and other teams like the Eagles did with with Carson Wentz or other teams that they normally do when they have a rookie quarterback. They normally load up at other positions. They try to, they're waiting because they have their quarterback on their rookie deal. Dak Prescott didn't have that luxury. His rookie year, we still had Tony Romo on the books. And then we had to cut him prematurely because we renegotiated Tony Romo's contract numerous times. Tony Romo was on the books for 2 years. Then on top of that, Dak's third year, Dez Bryant gets cut. He's on the books. So we never had a lot of cap space to do numbers. That's why we never went out and got free agents, because we can't do that. We never had the cap space to do that. So paying that and not building a team around him is going to be some type of hurdle. Look at the team that they have now. Like, they built some good teams around Dak with no cap space. So paying Dak is not going to do anything for the team. We've been drafting well, and we've been bargain shopping and on free agents anyway. We've been hitting. So the team around them, we're going to be good. So let's go ahead and throw that notion out of the way. Another, I'm going to say BS stat or rhetoric that's been going around is, his stats were inflated this season because it was a lot of garbage time yards, a lot of empty calories, like Shannon Sharp used to say, and y'all ran with that. That's one of the first times y'all heard this, and y'all ran with that. Oh, he was getting garbage time yards and all that, and this and that, and it's fake numbers, it's inflated numbers, and all that. Only 12% of Dak Prescott's yards came when he was down by 21 points, leaving him with 4,400 yards. I'm gonna repeat that. Only 12% of Dak's passing yards came when down by 21 points, leaving him with 4,400 yards. So if you're down by 21, that's normally when you passing extra heavy, trying to get back in the game. Those are the garbage time, right? Okay. Y'all probably don't believe that, but it's okay. The Cowboys were 16th in fourth quarter pass attempts when trailing by double digits. So once again, in the fourth quarter, it wasn't like they were just chucking it around trying to hurry up and get back in the game and getting all these extra calories and all these bullshit, all these empty yards that y'all tried to spew. But okay, y'all heard it on TV. It sounded good because you didn't like the person. I understand how this goes, but let's get that out the way. That's bull narrative out there. Let's come on now. Let's be realistic about this. Everybody want to harp on all the weapons that, Dak has last year. He had a lot of weapons. You had Amari Cooper, you had Michael Gallup, he had Randall Cobb, he had a lot of weapons. And his stats showed. He also led the league in drops. If we want to talk about it, he led the league in drops. He would have had more stats, would have had more yards, would have had more production if he didn't lead the league in drops. Everybody want to talk about, Wentz didn't have any weapons, and Tom Brady didn't have any weapons. Dak, the Cowboys, had the most drops in 2019 with 43. Wentz had 32 drops. Brady had 34 drops, and Ryan Fitzpatrick had 31 drops. But y'all don't care about that. That don't mean nothing to y'all. But hey, it's Dak Prescott, right? Everybody wanted to harp on last year how we didn't beat a winning record. A team with a winning record, and all of a sudden that we're just holding Dak to that standard. All of a sudden he just can't beat a winning team, and his stats are, only inflated because they beat up on lesser teams, and when it came to the real teams, they kept losing. Cool. I'm like, okay. Y'all let one season just miscrew all your heads, all your thoughts about Dak. Let's think about it. Captain Clutch. Dak in the fourth quarter has a passer rating of 96.8. He has 36 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. He has a completion percentage of 65%. Fourth quarter comebacks have 8. Game-winning drives, he has 14. Those numbers sound good to y'all? Or they sound cool to y'all? Okay, let's break up Wentz numbers. And he has a passer rating of 84.5. He has 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 63%. He only has 6 fourth quarter comebacks. He only has 8 game-winning drives. Give or take. I'm sorry I had to pick on Wentz right then and there, but they was in the same draft. I'm just trying to understand that you let one season just mess up your whole, that's your whole career at this point. That's your whole career. I understand. Cool. We can go ahead and let that out the way though. That's not going to change your mind, but it's okay. You know what's funny? People always like to use stats and, throw stats out there to try to justify their point. I always tell people stats don't tell the full picture. But since you want some stats, just pick one. Pick any of them. Any of your favorite passing stats. Dak's in your top 10. Any of them. Except yards per game and sacks. He does take a lot of sacks. Sometimes he should throw the ball away. Sometimes, he just he trying to make a play. He does take a lot of sacks. He got that number down too. But just pick a stat. Pick a stat. Literally, go ahead, pick a stat. He's in your top 10. Okay, but stats don't tell the full picture. People like to say that he's not a winner. I don't know how you can say that. Since Dak entered the league, he's 40-24. That's over his 4 seasons. That's good for the NFL's 6th best mark. He got a winning percentage of .625. That's better than golf. That's better than Wentz. Same people that's in this draft class. What more do you want? What more do you really want? Okay. People want to blame him for some of the losing to some of these better teams. How many times have Dak played with a good defense? Can we talk about that? That don't play a part in nothing? Okay, cool. He hasn't had a dominant defense ever. The Cowboys had his first year, 18th ranked defense. Second year, 25th ranked defense. After that, they had the 9th best defense. That was the best year, which gave them optimistic for last season. Then they turned around and fall back. They was 19th best defense. Can he get a defense? Can they hold a lead? Can he not have to play from behind every time? But okay. Since he's a game manager, right? Oh, okay. You can look at his counterpart. Jared Goff's defense, they averaged the 12th best for throughout his whole career. And Wentz, other than this secondary that they had last year, his defense averaged out to 9th best that year. So, can Dak get a defense, or that don't mean nothing? I'm confused. Let me know how that. The very funny thing about this whole thing is, I gave you stats, gave you facts, I gave you everything that you wanted. So most people will be like, but what does your eye test tell you? Well, what I said earlier is really, that determines your eye test. Either you're a Cowboy fan or you're not. Cowboys don't have the luxury of, I like that team, but, that's not really my squad. And, or when they're on TV, I'm just hoping to see a good game. No, when Cowboys on TV, you want them to lose. You don't care about no other result but a loss. So you're not watching him with the same eye that you're watching somebody else. So it's crazy so that you're watching him and you're saying like, oh yeah, he just don't got it. But then the stats say that he has it, and then you turn around with, well, it is what it is. You say anything to justify your bullshit point, and I'm sorry. At the end of the day, Dak's a good quarterback. Wherever you rank him is where you rank him. You're not getting out the top 10 without ranking him, and that's how quarterback markets work. Hey, it is what it is. Pay that man.
Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-man week. We come at you with topics. No, you cannot stop it.